In education, assessment plays a crucial role. It helps us understand what students are learning and how well they are learning it. There are two main types of assessment: formative and summative. Formative assessment is like a checkup during a learning journey. It helps teachers and students identify areas that need more attention. Summative assessment, on the other hand, is like a final exam. It measures how much a student has learned at the end of a unit or course. Both formative and summative assessments are important. They serve different purposes and provide valuable insights into the learning process. By understanding the differences between these two types of assessment, educators can create a more effective and balanced learning experience for their students. Formative assessment is an ongoing process that happens throughout the learning process. It involves gathering information about student learning and using that information to make adjustments to teaching strategies and provide feedback to students. This type of assessment is embedded in instruction and can take many forms, such as classroom discussions, quizzes, exit tickets, and observations. Unlike summative assessments, which are typically graded, formative assessments are low stakes or ungraded. The goal of formative assessment is not to evaluate student performance, but to identify areas where students are struggling and provide them with the support they need to improve. Feedback is a crucial aspect of formative assessment. When students receive timely and specific feedback, they can identify their strengths and weaknesses and make adjustments to their learning strategies. By providing students with opportunities to practice, receive feedback, and make adjustments to their learning, formative assessment helps students develop self-regulation skills and become more independent learners. Summative assessment, in contrast to formative assessment, takes place at the end of a learning unit or course. It aims to measure what students have learned over a period of time and provide a summary of their understanding. Examples of summative assessments include end-of-unit tests, final exams, projects, and presentations. These assessments are often graded and carry more weight than formative assessments. Summative assessments serve several important purposes. Firstly, they provide teachers with information about the overall effectiveness of their teaching. By analyzing student performance on summative assessments, teachers can identify areas where their instruction was successful and areas where it needs improvement. Secondly, summative assessments provide students with feedback on their learning progress. Grades and feedback on summative assessments can help students understand their strengths and weaknesses and identify areas where they need to focus their efforts. Finally, summative assessments are often used for accountability purposes. They provide data that can be used to compare student performance across classrooms, schools, and districts. This information can be used to make decisions about curriculum, instruction, and resource allocation. While formative and summative assessments serve different purposes, they are both essential components of effective teaching and learning. When used together, they can provide a comprehensive picture of student learning and help educators create a more balanced and effective learning environment. Formative assessment, with its focus on ongoing feedback and improvement, helps students develop a deeper understanding of the material and become more self-regulated learners. Summative assessment, on the other hand, provides a measure of student mastery and helps ensure that students are meeting learning objectives. A balanced assessment system should include both formative and summative assessments, used in a way that supports student learning and provides valuable information to both teachers and students. By striking a balance between formative and summative assessment, educators can create a learning environment that is both supportive and challenging, helping students achieve their full potential.